Hello, my friend. Welcome to today's episode of Soft Spoken English, your calm space to learn English in a real, simple, and natural way. I'm Rashika, and I'm so happy you're here. Today, we're going to talk about something that every English learner thinks about, even if they don't always say it out loud. It's that little voice in your head that says, I want to speak English, but what if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? What if my grammar is wrong? What if I don't sound perfect? If that voice sounds familiar, you are not alone. I've heard this from thousands of learners, and I've also felt it myself when learning new languages. So if you've ever thought that you need to speak English perfectly before you can speak at all, then this episode is just for you. Because today, I'm here to remind you of one very important truth. You do not need to speak perfect English to speak good English. Yes. You heard that right. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need a native accent. You don't need long, complicated words. What you really need is confidence. And confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from practice, from trying, from growing a little every single day. Let me tell you a story. A story you'll relate to. A few months ago, I met a student named Jenny. She had been learning English for over 5 years. She could read very well. She understood YouTube videos. She even wrote good messages. But when it came to speaking, she always stayed quiet. Why? Because she was scared. Scared of being judged. Scared of making mistakes. Scared of not being perfect. One day, she said to me, Rashika, I know a lot of English in my mind, but I still can't speak. It's like something blocks me. And I asked her, what are you afraid of? She replied, that people will think I'm stupid. That I'll sound wrong. I looked at her and said, You don't sound wrong. You sound brave. Because you're trying. And that moment changed something in her. From that day, she gave herself permission to speak, even if it wasn't perfect. She started small, just 1 sentence a day. Then short conversations. Then phone calls. Now, she speaks with confidence. Still makes mistakes sometimes, but now, she smiles and keeps going. Because she knows something very powerful. Mistakes are part of the journey. Not a sign of failure, a sign of growth. The truth about fluency. Here's what I want you to understand. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is flow. Let me say that again. Fluency is not when your grammar is 100% correct. Fluency is when your words come out easily. When you don't freeze. When you don't panic. When you can express your thoughts, even if they're simple. That is fluency. Do children speak perfectly? No. But do they communicate? Yes. Loudly, happily, fearlessly. And they get better by speaking. Not by sitting quietly. So why should you be different? You don't get strong before lifting weights. You get strong by lifting weights. Same with English. You don't become a great speaker by only watching videos. You become a speaker by speaking, even simple sentences, even broken grammar. Speak with limited vocabulary. Here's another thing to remember. You don't need a big vocabulary. You need a working vocabulary. Let me give you an example. Let's say you don't know the word delicious. Can you still express the idea? Yes. You can say, the food is very good. I love this food. This food makes me happy. See? You don't need fancy words. You need words that work. Keep your English small and strong. Native speakers don't care about perfection. Here's a secret. Most native English speakers don't care about grammar mistakes. Seriously. I live in a place where people speak English every day, and you'd be surprised how many mistakes native speakers make. They don't notice small things. They don't sit with a red pen and correct you. They're just trying to understand and connect, just like you. So let's take the pressure off. Nobody expects you to be perfect. They just want you to be clear and confident. Practice with me, shadowing time. Now, let's do a powerful exercise called shadowing. I'll say a sentence. You repeat it immediately, just like an echo. No need to be perfect. Just speak along with me. Ready? Let's go. I speak English every day. Say it with me. I speak English every day. I am not perfect, but I keep trying. Again. I am not perfect, but I keep trying. I love learning. I enjoy speaking. I love learning. I enjoy speaking. Nice. Mistakes help me grow. I welcome them. Mistakes help me grow. I welcome them. Good job. Do this every day. Shadow short podcasts. Repeat short videos. Say things out loud. This is how fluency starts, not in your brain, but in your mouth. Build confidence like a muscle. Now let's talk about something very important. Confidence. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build, like a muscle. The more you speak, the stronger it gets. At first, it feels scary. Your heart races. Your voice shakes. You feel nervous. But guess what? That's normal. That means you're growing. So instead of avoiding fear, walk with it. Speak even when you're scared. Smile even if you make a mistake. Confidence comes after action, not before it. Repetition builds fluency. Now, here's another powerful truth. Fluency is not about how many things you know. It's about how many things you can say automatically. That means you don't stop to think. You don't translate in your head. You just speak. But how do you get there? One word. Repetition. Repeat the same small sentence 10 times. Then 20. Then 50. Say it until it becomes part of you. Here, let's try one. I can speak English. Say it again. I can speak English. Again. I can speak English. Feels good, right? Repetition is your friend. Use it. Let's talk together. Let's do a quick practice together. I'll say something, and you repeat after me. Okay? It's okay to make mistakes. Your turn. Say it out loud. Good. Every mistake helps me grow. Say it again. Nice. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be brave. Say it one more time, with feeling. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. These small sentences can change your mindset. Speak them daily. Feel them. Believe them. Why we fear speaking. Let's go a little deeper. Why are we so afraid of making mistakes when we speak English? It's usually because of one word. Judgment. We're scared that people will laugh. Or correct us in a rude way. Or think we're less smart. And yes, sometimes people do that. But here's the truth. Most people don't care if your English is perfect. They care if they understand you. They care if you are kind, confident, respectful. And the rest? It's just noise. Let them laugh. Let them judge. You keep going. Because the people who matter, they will support you. And the truth is, nobody speaks perfect English all the time, not even native speakers. We all make grammar mistakes. We all forget words. We all mess up sometimes. So why are you holding yourself to a perfect standard? Let that go. A message from me to you. I want you to pause right now and listen to this message like I'm speaking directly to you. Ready? Here it goes. You are enough. Your English is enough. Your effort is enough. You are allowed to speak English with mistakes. You are allowed to learn slowly. You are allowed to take your time. This is your journey, and it doesn't have to be perfect to be powerful. So be kind to yourself. Speak up. Try. Fail. Laugh. Try again. That's how fluency is born. Not from fear, but from freedom. I'm so proud of you for listening, staying with me, and believing in your English journey. Let's go deeper. Because now we're going to talk about something very powerful. Something I call the baby English method. Let me explain. The baby English method. Have you ever seen how babies learn to speak? They don't know grammar. They don't use big words. They just observe, repeat, and play with the language. And guess what? That's exactly how you can improve your English effortlessly. You don't need to sound like a textbook. You need to sound like a human. Real, natural, simple. Let's practice this. I'll give you a sentence, and you just repeat after me. Ready? I like this. Repeat it. Good. I go work. Every day. Your turn. Now someone might say, that's not correct grammar. But guess what? It's okay. You're building your base. And the base starts with communication, not perfection. When you wait for perfection, you delay progress. So many learners wait until they know enough English to start speaking. But here's the truth. You don't wait to speak fluently. You speak to become fluent. It's like going to the gym. Let go of pressure. Now take a deep breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. And let go of pressure. You don't need to be perfect today. You don't need to improve fast. You just need to keep going. One sentence at a time. One word at a time. One moment of courage at a time. That's how your English grows, like a plant. Slowly. Silently. Beautifully. So my friend, if there's one thing I want you to remember from today's episode, it's this. You are already enough to start speaking English. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Show up. Try. Speak even if it's slow, even if it's broken. Because every word you speak brings you one step closer to fluency. Now I want to leave you with a small challenge. Today, speak just one sentence in English out loud. It could be, I'm learning English. I believe in myself. Mistakes are okay. Say it. Feel it. Own it. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share with a friend who needs this message, and subscribe to Soft Spoken English so we can keep growing together, one calm, confident step at a time. You've got this. I'm proud of you. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care and keep speaking. Bye for now.